When patience falters, the wisdom of changing your environment. The adage, patience is a virtue, has long been celebrated as a cornerstone of success. From childhood fables about tortoises outpacing hares to modern mantras praising grit, society often equates waiting with wisdom. Yet, there are moments when patience morphs into passivity, and the wiser choice is not to endure but to change your environment. This article explores why clinging to patience can sometimes hinder growth and how strategic environmental shifts can unlock new possibilities. The limits of patience. Patience thrives in contexts where time and consistency yield results. Think mastering a skill or nurturing relationships. However, in stagnant or toxic settings, patience becomes a trap. Consider toxic workplaces. Enduring a hostile job in hopes of improvement can erode mental health and career prospects. Unhealthy relationships. Staying patient in an abusive dynamic often deepens harm rather than healing it. Failing strategies. Businesses clinging to outdated models while markets evolve risk obsolescence. In these scenarios, patience isn't perseverance, it's paralysis. The sunk cost fallacy often compounds this, where prior investments, time, emotion, effort, justify enduring the unendurable. Why environment matters. Our surroundings shape our mindset, behaviors, and opportunities. Psychologists emphasize that environments influence habits. For instance, a cluttered space may stifle productivity, while a supportive network can fuel ambition. Changing environments isn't about fleeing challenges but seeking fertile ground for growth. Examples include career shifts, transitioning to a company that values innovation over complacency. Geographic relocation, moving to a community aligned with personal values or professional opportunities. Social circles, surrounding oneself with mentors and peers who inspire rather than discourage. Recognizing when to act. Discerning when to stay patient versus when to pivot requires honest self-assessment. Key questions. Is the situation improvable? If efforts to effect change repeatedly fail, external factors may be immutable. What's the cost of waiting? Evaluate emotional, financial, or temporal drains against potential rewards. Does this align with long-term goals? Persistence is noble only if the path forward remains relevant. Balancing patience and action. This isn't a call to abandon patience, but to marry it with intentionality. Patience works when paired with purpose, like a farmer tending crops, but not when it ignores shifting seasons. Adaptive resilience means knowing when to nurture and when to uproot. Conclusion. Patience wins when coupled with agency. Changing your environment isn't admitting defeat, it's claiming the foresight to seek better soil. As entrepreneur Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Sometimes, the wisest step isn't to wait but to move towards spaces where growth isn't just possible, but inevitable. Final thought. In a world that glorifies never giving up, remember, strategic retreats can be the bravest victories. Cultivate the discernment to know when to hold steady and when to seek new horizons. Your environment, after all, should be a scaffold, not a cage.